Welcome dear students. In last video we completed practice set 3.2. In that we learn how to multiply two polynomials, how to add and how to do the division of the polynomials. Now today we have to learn another method for the division of the polynomial, and that method is known as a synthetic division. That means in last video we learned division of polynomials. Now we have to do the same thing, but for that purpose we have to use the another method, that is synthetic division. Dear student, very interesting and very easy method. We directly start with practice set 3.3. Dear student, there are in question number first, there are 6 sub questions are given. Out of that, first 4 we have to solve. 5th and 6th one are omitted for this year only. Now we have to start with the first question. Divide each of the following polynomial by synthetic division method and also by linear division method. Write the quotient and the remainder. Dear student, see, there are two methods. First one is a synthetic division and second one is a linear division. Now this year linear division is omitted, therefore we have to see only the synthetic division. Therefore, divide each of the following polynomial by synthetic division method and write the quotient and the remainder. Now see here, we start with the first sum. In that, the polynomial is given 2m square minus 3m plus 10. This polynomial we have to divide with m minus 5. Now dear student, all of you know this is one polynomial and this is another polynomial. In this polynomial it is binomial. Always remember, this is the dividend and this is the divisor. We have to divide this polynomial, therefore it is called as a dividend, and this polynomial we have to divide by this polynomial, therefore it is called as a divisor. And in this case the divisor is in a binomial m minus 5 type. Now see here, first of all we have to see the dividend. Dividend is in a standard form or not, that we have to find out. That means it is in an index form or not. If it is not in a standard form, it is not in an index form, then first of all we have to convert it into the index form. Now see, for that purpose what we have to see? We have to see the degree of the polynomial. Can any one of you tell me the degree of this polynomial, dividend polynomial? Yes, it is 2. Degree is 2. That means this polynomial must contain 3 terms. Therefore, first, second and third. That means 3 terms are there. They are already arranged in a descending order of their indices. Yes, it is there. Therefore, we can write here dividend index form. Now dear student, it is already there, therefore we can write here 2m square minus 3m plus 10. This is the index form. Now see here, divisor. What is the divisor? Before that, one more thing, we have to use the coefficient form of this. Therefore, second we have to write the coefficient form. Coefficient form. Now we have to write the coefficient form. For that purpose we have to make the bracket here, then write down the coefficient of the first term, it is 2, put the comma, then coefficient of the second term minus 3, and here it is 10. Now see here, divisor is m minus 5. Therefore, dear student, we have to write here m minus 5. This minus 5, we have to take the opposite of that minus 5, it is plus 5. Got it? See here. First of all, we have to write the dividend in a index form. Then we have to write it in a coefficient form. After that, we have to write the divisor. Divisor is in a form of x plus a or x minus a. That is x plus a or x minus a in this form. If it is minus a, then we have to take plus a, and when it is plus a, then we have to take it as a minus a. Opposite number we have to use. Now, dear student, for that purpose, now we have to start with the actual division process. For that purpose, we have to make this vertical line. Here we have to make one horizontal line like this, and then this is the first row, this is the second row, and below that this is the third row. That means 3 rows we have to use. In this first row, what we have to write? We have to write the coefficient form of the divisor, coefficient form of the dividend. Now coefficient form of the dividend is 2, then here it is minus 3, and here it is 10. This is the first row. In that first row, we write the coefficient form of dividend. It is 2, minus 3 and 10. No need to write like this. Now, here on this vertical line, this side we have to write here minus 5 is there. And opposite to that minus 5, we have to take plus 5. Therefore, we have to write here 5. After writing this, in a second row, what we have to write? Below these 2, we did not have to write anything. In the third row, we have to write 2 as it is. Try to understand this. This is the first row. In first row, we write the coefficient form of the dividend. In the another side of that vertical line, in the first row, we have to write, we know that divisor is m minus 5. We have to take the opposite of minus 5, it is plus 5, therefore we have to write here plus 5. Then, in a second row here, we did not have to write anything. In the third row, these 2 we have to write as it is. Then, multiply this 5 with this 2. Multiply this 5 with this 2. How much it is? It is 10. That 10 we have to write over here. Below this coefficient, second coefficient, we have to write this 10. How these 10 are there? It is the multiplication of this 5 into 2. 5 into 2, it is 10. This 10 we have to write here. Then do the addition or subtraction, whatever it may be. Minus 3 and plus 7. Minus 3 and plus 10, it is 7. Now multiply this 7 with this 5. Multiply this 7 with this 5. 7 5s are 35. That 35 we have to write below this 10. Now do the addition of this plus 10 and plus 35. It is 45. Dear student, this 45 is our remainder. This is our remainder. This 2 and 7 is a quotient which is in a coefficient form. Now here what we have to write? We have to write here quotient in coefficient form. Dear student, it is 2 and 7. Now we have to write quotient in index form. Now how to write it in index form? How many terms are there? 2 terms. Therefore we have to write here 2, which is the variable. M variable is used. We write here 2m. After this 2, there is a 1 term. Therefore index is a 1. And here this plus 7 as it is. This is our quotient, and here we have to write remainder is equal to how much it is? It is 45. Yes student, very easy method is there. First of all, we have to write the given dividend in a index form. After that, we have to write it in a coefficient form. Then we have to observe the divisor. After completing this, we have to write this vertical line and this one horizontal line. Then in the first row, we have to write the coefficient, and on that side we have to write the opposite number of this -5. Here we have to write 5. Now in a third row, carry these 2 as it is. Then multiply this 5 with this 2. 5 into 2, it is 10. That 10 we have to write below this -3. And this -3 plus 10, it is 7. Again multiply this 7 with this 5. 7 with this 5, it is 35. Write that 35 below this 10. Plus 10 plus 35, it is 45. There is no any coefficient further, therefore the division process is over. Now this last number is our remainder, and this 27, this is the quotient in a coefficient form, and we have to write it in an index form, and here we have to write the remainder. Very easy and interesting method is there. Now we have to go to the second sum. Dear student, see the second sum. It is x raised to 4 plus 2x cube plus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. This is the, yes, very good, it is dividend, and this is x plus 2 is a divisor. Very nice. Now see here, first of all we have to see the degree of the dividend. Degree of the dividend, yes, it is 5. Sorry, it is 4. Now see the terms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means terms are complete there. Now see the arrangement of the terms. This is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That means dividend is in a standard form, it is in the index form. Now we have to write it in a coefficient form. Therefore we have to write here divisor dividend in coefficient form. Now coefficient form, we have to write it in a bracket. It is coefficient of this x raised to 4 is 1, it is 2, it is 3, 4 and 5. Got it? Now see the divisor. Divisor is equal to x plus 2. Now see here, x plus 2, we have to consider this plus 2. Opposite of that plus 2 is a minus 2. Now see here what we have to do. We have to write here vertical line, and here it is a. Now in this first row, what we have to write? Coefficient form of the dividend. Coefficient, it is 1, it is 2, 3, 4 and 5. On this side, we have to write this plus 2, we have to write here minus 2. Yes student, this 1 we have to carry here as it is. Multiply this minus 2 with 1. Minus 2 with 1, it is minus 2. Got it? Now see here, this 2 minus 2, it is 0. Isn't it? Now this 0 multiplied with this minus 2. And if you multiply this any number with 0, then it is 0. Therefore write down 0 over here. I think everyone understood this. It is important one. Now 3 plus 0, it is 3. Now multiply this minus 2 with this 3. 3 2s are 6. Minus 2, therefore it is minus 6. Now see here, 4 minus 6, it is minus 2. and this minus 2 into this minus 2, dear student, it is plus 4. Minus 2 into minus 2, it is plus 4, and 5 plus 4, here it is 9. This 9 is our remainder. Now we have to write the final answer. Therefore here we have to write quotient in coefficient form. Now dear student, it is 1, 0, 3 and minus 2. Now we have to write it in a index form. Therefore quotient in index form. It is here. How to write index form? How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to consider first. It is 1. Which variable is used? X. Therefore we have to write x. After this one, how many terms are there? 3. Therefore x cube plus 0. After 0, how many terms are there? 2 terms. Therefore x square plus this 3x. After 3, how many terms are there? 1. Therefore it is, and minus 2, as it is. This is our quotient in an index form. Now we have to write a remainder. Is equal to 9. Any doubt? I think everyone understood this. This is important and very easy. Now we have to start with the third sum. Now dear student, see the question number third one. It is y cube minus 216 is divided by y minus 6. Now see here, which is the dividend? Dividend is y cube minus 216. Now we have to write this dividend in index form. Dear student, see what is the degree. Degree of this polynomial is a 3. Degree of this polynomial is a 3. That means it must contain 4 terms. But actually there are 2 terms. That means 2 terms are missing. Therefore we have to write it in an index form. It is, see here student, y cube. After cube there is a term of square. Therefore 0y square. After square it is y term, and here it is minus 260. I think everyone understood this. Cube, 3 degree, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are there. Now we have to write coefficient form. Coefficient form. For that purpose we have to write it in a bracket. What is the coefficient of this y cube? It is 1. It is 0. Here it is 0, and here it is minus 216. Okay, student, see what is divisor? Y minus 6. See, minus 6. Therefore we have to take plus 6. Now see here, this, here we have to write 1, 0, 0, minus 216. Here what we have to write? Y minus 6 is the divisor. Opposite of this minus 6, we have to write here plus 6. Then this 1 we have to write as it is. Then multiply this 6 with 1. 6 ones are 6. And 0 plus 6, it is 6. Now see, 6 into 6, it is 36. 0 plus this, 36. 36 into 6, it is 216. Multiply this 36 with this 6, it is 216. Now minus 216 plus 216, it is 0. Now this 0 is our remainder. This is quotient. Therefore, quotient in coefficient form is equal to, it is 1,636. Now quotient in index form. See here, one variable is a y, one y. Two terms are there remaining. Therefore, 1y square plus 6y plus 36. This is quotient. Now we have to write remainder is equal to 0. See, dear student, this is index form, coefficient form. Now see here, we divisor is y minus 6. This minus 6 we have to take plus 6, and then we have to do the process. And this is the our quotient, and this is remainder. See here, in this case, dividend is not in a standard form. Therefore, first of all, we have to write it in a standard form, and then we have to write it in a coefficient form. Now see the fourth one. Question number fourth one. 2x raised to 4 plus 3x cube plus 4x minus 2x square, and divisor is x plus 3. Now first of all, we have to see the dividend. Dividend in index form. Now see, first of all, it is in index form or not. 2x raised to 4, 3x cube plus 4x minus 2x square. Here degree is 4. It must contain 5 terms. Degree is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means one term is missing. And another thing is that this arrangement of the terms is not according to the descending order of their index. Here it is 4, here it is 3, here it is 1, and then it is 2. Therefore, these 2 we have to take first of all, then we have to write it in a. Now see here, first of all, we have to write the first term. It is 2x raised to 4 plus 3x cube minus 2x square. After that, it is 4x, and then it is 0. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These 5 terms are there. They are in a descending order. Therefore, it is in a standard. Now we have to write it in a coefficient form. Coefficient form. Always we have to write coefficient form in a bracket. What is the coefficient of first term? It is 2, it is 3, it is minus 2, it is 4, and here it is 0. This 2, this 3, this minus 2, 4, and this is 0. This is the coefficient form of a dividend. Now what is divisor? Divisor is equal to x plus 3. Therefore, we have to consider this minus. Now see here. In the first row, write down the coefficient 2, 3, minus 2, 4, and here it is 0. On this side, we have to write divisor is plus 3. We have to write here minus 3. Now this 2 ones are 2. This minus 3 into 2. Minus 3 into 2. It is minus 6. Plus 3 and minus 6. It is minus 3. Now, dear student, minus 3 into minus 3. It is 9. Minus 2 and 9. It is 7. 7 3s are 21 minus 21, and this 4 and this minus 21, it is minus 17, and minus 3 into minus 17, it is plus 51. And dear student, this 51 is our remainder. See, again I explain this. 2 we have to write as it is. Multiply this minus 3 with this 2, it is minus 6, that we have to write over here. 3 and minus 6, it is minus 3. Again this minus 3 multiplied with this minus 3, then it is 9. Then minus 2 and 9, here it is 7. This 7 is multiplied with this 3, it is minus 21. And this 4 minus 21, it is minus 17. This minus 17 is multiplied with minus 3. 17 3 is a 51. That 51 we have to write here. And 0 plus 51, it is 51. Now there is no coefficient, therefore the division process is over. This is our quotient and this is remainder. Now we have to write here quotient in coefficient form. It is 2 minus 3 minus 7 and 17 minus 17. Here it is plus 7. See, 2 minus 3, 7 and minus 17. Now we have to write quotient in index form. Now see how to write it in index form. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 2 variable is a x, and after 2 how many terms are remaining? 3. Therefore 2x cube. Minus 3x. After this minus 3, 2 terms are there, therefore it is square. Plus 7x minus 17. Got it? And dear student, remainder is equal to 51. Division is over. Dear student, all of you know that if we have to do the synthetic division, we must have to write the given polynomial in a index form. We must have to write it in a coefficient form. That means if you don't write the polynomial in a coefficient form, if you don't know how to write it in an index form, then you can't solve division by synthetic method. Therefore, I have already explained you the basic of this polynomial in the first video. Therefore, if you have any doubt about this, then watch that video again. That will help you to solve these sums. Now we have to start the another topic about the polynomial, that is value of the polynomial. Dear student, just now we completed synthetic division. Now we have to see the value of polynomial. Now what is the value of polynomial? Suppose one polynomial is given, x squared plus 2x plus 3. Now in this polynomial, suppose I give the name of this polynomial px. As all of you know that p is the name and this polynomial is in a x variable. Therefore px is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 3. Now if I replace the variable by any number, suppose I replace this p2, that means I replace this x with this 2, that means this variable I replace with the number 2, then it will be a 2 square plus 2 into 2 plus 3. It is square of 2 is 4 plus 2 into 2 4 plus 3, it is 11. This 11 is the value of this polynomial px. Now everything understood. What is the value of polynomial? Value of polynomial means in the given polynomial, if I replace this variable with a number, we get the answer 11. That 11 is the value of this polynomial. Got it? Now, based upon this, we have to solve practice set 3.4. Now, we directly go to the first question from the practice set 3.4. Now, see what is the first question. It is for x is equal to 0, find the value of polynomial. See here first, for x is equal to 0, we have to find out x square minus 5x plus 5. That means for this x is equal to 0, we have to find out the value of this polynomial. Therefore, first of all, we have to write polynomial px is equal to x square minus 5x plus 5. This is given polynomial, and we have to find out the value of this polynomial for x is equal to 0. We have to find out the value of polynomial for x is equal to 0. Therefore, put x is equal to 0. Therefore, we have to write px is equal to x square minus 5x plus 5. Here we have to put x is equal to 0 is equal to 0 square minus 5 into 0 plus 5. Then square of 0 is 0, minus 5 into 0 it is 0, and here it is 5. Therefore, value of this polynomial for x is equal to 0 is 5. Any doubt? Dear student, very interesting. First of all, we have to write the given polynomial. Then for what x is equal to 0, therefore put x is equal to 0 in a given polynomial. X square, 0 square, minus 5 into x, minus 5 into 0, plus 5. Square of 0, 5 into 0, 0, and this is 5. Therefore, the value of this polynomial for 0 is 5. Now, dear student, we have to start with the second sum, which is given in the see here. Py, it is given. That is, Py is equal to y square minus 3 into root 2y plus 1. Then we have to find p 3 root 2. That means, see, the question is given, one polynomial is given, and we have to find out p 3 root 2. That means we have to find out the value. See here, first of all, write down py is equal to y square minus 3 root 2 y plus 1. Now we have to find out the value of this polynomial for y is equal to 3 root 2. Therefore, we can write here p, then 3 root 2 is equal to, this is y. Here we have to write 3 root 2 bracket square minus 3 root 2 into, what is the value of y? It is 3 root 2 plus it is 1. Now see here, square of this, always remember we have to write it in a bracket. Therefore, square of 3 is a 9 into square of this root 2, it is 2, minus 3 into this 3, it is 9, and dear student, this root 2 into root 2, it is 2 plus 1. Therefore, 18 minus 18 plus 1, it is 0 plus 1, it is 1. Therefore, p 3 root 2 is equal to 1. That means value of the polynomial for 3 root 2 is 1. Very simple, very interesting. Now we have to see dear student, these are the basic. We have to use this further. Therefore, try to understand Very simple and very interesting sums are there. Now I think you have to write this in your notebook. Now we have to start with the next sum, that is the third one. See here, PM is equal to, here it is, if PM is equal to m cube plus 2m square minus m plus 10, then find PA plus P minus A is equal to what? Now see dear student, one polynomial is given and we have to find out PA plus P minus A. Very simple. What we have to do? We have to do, first of all, find out the value of this polynomial for PA, find out the value of P minus A and make the addition of both. Therefore, first of all, see here, what we have to write? PM is equal to m cube plus 2m square plus m plus 10. First of all, we have to find out this PA. For that purpose, PA is equal to a cube plus 2a square minus a plus 10. Dear student, it will remain as it is. PA is equal to a cube plus 2a square minus a plus 10. This is statement number first. Student, PA we got. Now we have to start with P minus a. Now P minus a. For that purpose, we have to write PM is equal to m cube plus 2m square minus m plus 10. Now see, we have to put P minus a, therefore minus a over here. It is minus a cube plus 2 into minus a square minus, and in this bracket we have to write the value of m as a minus a plus 10. Dear student, be careful while writing this value of this m. See, this m, this minus, then the value of this m is a minus a, therefore put it in a bracket. Now see here, cube of minus a, it is minus a cube plus, dear student, this 2, and square of this minus a, square of minus a will be a plus a square. This minus will become plus a, and this plus 10 as it is. Therefore, dear student, we get P minus a is equal to minus a cube plus 2a square plus a plus 10. This is statement number second. Now we have to find out PA plus P minus a. Therefore, we have to make the addition. Therefore, add first and second. Therefore, PA plus P minus a is equal to, first we have to write a cube plus 2a square minus a plus 10 plus, we have to write this minus a cube plus 2a square plus a plus 10. Dear student, see, we have to make the addition. Similar term we have to take together. A cube, this minus a cube plus 2a square plus 2a square minus a plus 10 plus 10. Therefore, it is plus a cube minus a cube 0. 2a square plus 2a square, it is 4a square minus a plus a 0, and 10 plus 10, it is 20. Therefore, dear student, final answer PA plus P minus a is equal to 4a square plus 20. Be careful while writing this. Remember, you have to put the brackets. It will be easy to find out the answer. Now we have to start with the next sum which is given, the fourth one. See, write down this in your notebook. See the question number fourth one. Py is equal to 2y cube minus 6y square plus 5y plus 7, and we have to find out this P2. We have to find out P2. Very simple. Write down Py is equal to 2y cube minus 6y square minus 5y plus 7. Now P2, therefore we have to write P, and here it is 2. 2 into 2 cube minus 6 into 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 7. The student see here. 2 into cube of 2, it is 8, minus 6 into square of 2, it is 4, minus 5 into 2, 10 plus 7. Therefore it is 16 minus 24 minus 10 plus 7. Now see here. Here it is 16 minus 34 plus 7. 24 plus 10, it is minus 34. This 16 plus this 7 as it is. It is 23 minus 34. Now here it is, dear student, minus 11. Therefore we got the value of polynomial Py for 2 is minus 11. Dear student, very simple and interesting topic is over now. Write down all this sum in your notebook. Thank you.